you guys?
It was definitely emotional. I mean, he's figured God that's been here for 14 years. You know, and I had a lot of relationships with a lot of different players, so it was definitely emotional. You know, for myself also. Just the whole meeting was.
Kurt said that you guys gave him a standing ovation.
Who said?
Kurt Coleman said you guys gave him a standing ovation.
Yeah.
What was that like? And
Man, we just felt his pain. You know, been in a place for so long and been so successful for so long, and had a couple bad years. And he's asked to be released as a head coach. You know, a place where his family here and has so many different players, you know, come up under him. So I know it was emotional for him. And that's the same as the players. The same thing was definitely emotional.
LeSean, you've been such a big fan of his, obviously, and talked about it for the last couple of weeks. How much does this hurt you that Andy Reid's no longer your head coach?
It hurts a lot. I just know what type of potential we have as a team under Coach Reid. I feel like he's a good coach. He's a winning coach. You know, I feel like we had a couple of bad years, you know, and now he's gone because of them. But I mean, just as a player that respects him and believes a lot of things that he says, and he's following him a lot. You know, I follow Coach Reid through everything he says, and it's tough. You know, a guy like that, where you build a relationship with him. I mean, I thank him so much for just the career I'm having so far. He's helped me out so much. You know, it just sucks that he's gone.
He's the only pro coach. Let him down. How many guys in this locker room let him?
Tons of guys. I think guys kind of noticed that now that he's gone. You hear the rumors. You don't really know how serious it can be, you know, until now he's gone. So I think a lot of guys have realized that the lack of focus, the lack of heart in certain games, certain situations, it's in full effect now. And now that you might feel sorrow for Coach, I mean, but it all comes down to your performance. So you should have probably thought about that, you know, during the season, during the game.
He's the only coach that you've ever known. He's the only coach you've ever known in the pro. I mean, to think about what the future holds, there's a lot of uncertainty. That's got to be pretty daunting heading into an offseason.
I've never been through nothing like this, so I'm not sure. You know, even in college, I never had change of coaches, so I'm not sure what will happen. I have trust in Mr. Lurie that he'll put the right coach in here and the right group and staff and bring us together and hopefully get this thing turned around.
LeSean, Jason